Hello, I was told we had to do this video therapy shit to keep the team balanced and focused or whatever. So let me tell you all about me, the one and only Jade Thomas. Unlike most of the team, I don't have some overly needy passion or reason to be in law enforcement. Never really been a rule follower. Hell, I was actually the opposite. I was a bit of a badass growing up, and that's how I got here on this team. Let me tell you my story. I don't remember much of my early life because I spent most of my life trying to forget. My mother was a severe alcoholic, and I never really knew my dad. My mom's drinking was bad, that I left for school one day and never came back. I was 11. I just remember being so tired of being her punching bag, you know? She never hit me, but man, her words definitely cut a bitch deep. I swore I'd never go back, and so I didn't. I found an abandoned building far away from my side of the town, and I made it home. I got by with money, friends, clothes, food, whatever I needed. I've always had to take care of myself and grow up like that. Of course, there's bound to be some things you get into. I got into a lot of things a child shouldn't have to. I had this friend, Tyler. He was just like me, only his dad was abusive and his mom died of cancer years before, so he ran away too, covered in more scars than I had. Tyler was the first friend I met on the streets, and he got by in ways that I didn't. You see, Tyler was a dealer. I was a bit of a con artist. Being that young and cute gets you a lot of attention and sympathy. After all, who's going to leave a little girl starving on the street? But eventually, the cute, innocent look starts to wear off, and that's when I got into pickpocketing, stealing, carjacking, and the thing that landed me here, hacking. Tyler had this group of friends that he introduced me to, and we were all the same. We left home for one reason or another, and we bonded between that. One of his friends was named Ethan. Ethan had the whole boy next door type thing going, but homeless. Ethan was so handsome and so smart and so different from everyone in the group. He was always reading and always on his laptop that he ran away from home with. He said it was a gift from his mom that she gave him before she died of a gunshot wound to the chest and his arms from a home invasion. I had the biggest crush on him, but I was 15 and he was 19, so he never really made a move on me. But one day, I decided to make the move myself when I turned 16. I flirted with him by using what I knew he was into, his computer. He showed me everything he knew, from encryption to downloading to firewalls, you name it. The more he kept showing me things, the more my goal became more than getting him to notice me. I was genuinely interested. One day, the group was walking like we normally do, hustling our way around town, when all of a sudden, Tyler gets thrown into the back of a cop car. One of his runners snitched on him about the drugs, and the cops are looking for him. The group and I decided that we had to break him out, but we didn't know how. Then I suggested we hack into the police database and use their own systems against them. We were all guilty of crime in one way or another, but no one had ever done anything like this. I swear I never saw Ethan's eyes light up before like they do when I suggested it. He told me we should do it together, and we did. Of course, some of us got caught running away after we got him out, but many of us got free. After that, Ethan and I started hacking into everything we could get our hands on. Small bank accounts, credit cards, car dealerships, whatever we wanted. Ethan and I started dating not too long after we rescued Tyler. We were living a fairy tale together, in which neither of us had to worry about the scars we carried because they didn't matter. But all of that came crashing down when I turned 24. By now, most of the kids disappeared because we were no longer the poor group of kids. We had everything we wanted. At least I did. And I thought Ethan did too. We had money. We had a house that we paid cash for. He had things we didn't even dream we could have. But he just wanted more and more. He came up with this crazy idea to hack into the biggest bank in Los Santos, Maze Bank. I told him it was too dangerous, and he swore he had it all figured out. And because I was so in love with him, I trusted him and went along with it. I told him I wouldn't actively get involved. I just hacked the security feed, and he'd do everything else. Let's just say that didn't go as planned. The bank system had a second encryption on their firewall, and I couldn't crack it. Ethan panicked and shot and killed a security guard to be able to get the money that he could. He wore a mask so the camera didn't catch his face, and he got away. Me, on the other hand, because I tried to hack it, my IP address gave my location away. Cops were at my door before I knew it. An officer, Riley Daniels, yes, Agent Daniels, promised to give me a lower sentence if I told her who the cop killer was. I loved Ethan with everything I was at the time, but I was also not a killer. I couldn't be with the killer. I knew I had to give him up, and I did. I was supposed to serve 5 years while Ethan got 12 years when they caught him. That was 8 years ago. During the last year of my sentence, I got into a fight with one of the inmates, broke her jaw, and it was messy. I got my time extended because she nearly died. That's when Tasha came in and offered me a way out of the cell using my computer skills. Of course I accepted because prison was hell. That's how I got here. It's funny, because people look at me and have no idea what I've been through. They see a nerdy tech. They see a snarky, sassy bitch. They don't see the scars I carry. Nope, those are hidden away, and they have to be. I'm no longer that girl. I'm a part of something so much bigger, and I couldn't be more grateful. This team is finally the family I needed growing up. God, I hate that I just said that. It's so sappy. Ugh. Well, anyway. When I took the offer Tasha gave me, I turned back to my roots. This house that I'm in right now is the abandoned building I lived in after I ran away from home. I turned it into a much better living space than I had growing up. I even have 2 pets. Mr. Fluffy and Miss Furry are very happy here with me. Well, I hope this helped with the assignment or whatever that was. This sassy bitch is signing off for now. Bye.